Good evening and welcome back to the Bear Cave. Tonight it is, well, more of the story, more of the bedtime story, the secret treasure. Welcome to all of you who are joining me tonight. I'm Teddy, and you are listening to NightTalk. So go ahead and grab a glass of wine, anything you'd like, beverage, and get comfortable. It is late. I know I'm coming on. It's almost 11 o'clock, but yeah, I won't hold you very long tonight. So let's see. There we go. Let me know that you can hear the sound clearly. Make sure the music background is not interfering. Mhm. As a matter of fact, let me switch this music up for background music. A little bit. And let's see. Do this up for now. The story is heating up. It is. What? Yeah, I'm looking at your comment. It's only 7:48 on this side, Teddy. You can stay until 11. Okay. Like, what's up? Joanne. Hello. Got your popcorn? Mimi. Okay. Shout out to my moderators, Vicky and David Juju. Please hit the like, share this video, and if you would like to reach out to me, you can do so by emailing me at unwinewithteddy or unwinewithteddy@gmail.com. You see it there. at the bottom. So, yeah, let's see if I can get a little, just a little, just throw something out there that I kind of find interesting. So, someone sent me a little, uh, just something, a little heads up that last night someone was talking about Danielle Elizabeth Allen on their platform, but it wasn't in reference to me directly. It was about Jaguar Wright um, believing that Danielle Robertson is Danielle Elizabeth Allen. It's interesting that um, they can talk about that, but the reality is Jaguar Wright would have never, at this point, have even mentioned that idea. And when people were first, heard about it, the story got all mixed up. Mhm. But like what happened a couple of years back, Danielle Robertson last night firmly denied, it's not me. It's not me. I've been telling people, and I'm quoting, loose quoting, uh, that I'm not this Danielle Allen. And then she went on to talk about, kind of, I guess, justify why she wouldn't be. Y'all know she's anonymous, right? But why she wouldn't be, she explains to any newbies who have never heard about Danielle Elizabeth. I call her Danielle Elizabeth Allen because that is her name. Uh, that she has, you know, said she's not this person countless, numerous times. But the interesting thing to me is Danielle Robertson is an anon. She's anonymous. So Jaguar Wright, anybody else, ask her to show proof because she hasn't. And so a lot of these newbies, they don't know the story because it's been blotted out purposefully. They don't know the background. And even Jaguar Wright, maybe by now she has a little, more of a picture. But back to why Danielle was saying why it couldn't be her is because, well, you know, I'm not going to repeat verbatim, but she couldn't be Danielle Elizabeth Allen because that's not her life. You know, she mentioned something about her family. She mentioned, and I'm quoting, loose quoting, that she had children and that she's married. That's a quote. So, how could she possibly be this individual, right? She hasn't proven that she's not. Just by saying, I'm not this person and not bringing this person forward, everybody else she can dig into their background. Everybody else, if you know about her, she can quickly put her finger on any of you tell you who you are and a lot of information about you quickly. But it's this one individual that she has not proven. Also, to be clear, I have never, bring it forward, I have never said that Daniel Elizabeth Allen and Danielle Robertson 100% are the same person. I have said that based on, a lot of variables, y'all know this story, that more points toward her being her than away from her. Okay? I have said that. So we don't know if she is or not. At least I don't. Do I? She could debunk it easily. Bring Daniel Robertson on. Just like Monique Tolbert when she came to this platform. It should be easy. I'll just say that. I wonder why this person might think I'd be interested. I guess they wanted me to mention it tonight. But I just thought it was interesting. And then she laughed. But when I talk about Daniel Elizabeth Allen, there's no laughter about it. I wonder why. I mean, it's only retribution. But I digress. You see how easy that was? Now, do you want to hear? Do you want to hear a bedtime story? Oh, I didn't tell you everything. I didn't. I just find it rather fascinating. Any comments before I move into bedtime story? Because it is now 11 o'clock. Mhm. Gia says, I know, Teddy, you haven't said, even if you know, even if you do. Isn't Jimmy Fallon an actor, Joanne? All I've ever wanted to do is just have a conversation and just, you know, rule it in, rule it out. That's it. And until it's ruled out, it's still a possibility, in my humble opinion. But I've also said, in addition, so this is not new, the way I'm saying it tonight, that if she isn't Danielle Elizabeth Allen, and I haven't said for certain that she is, I think she is absolutely part of that family. There's family ties somewhere, somehow, somewhere down the line. And I stand on that until otherwise debunked. Mhm. I said she could be a close family member. Yeah, I did. I would never deny that. I said it. And there's reasons why I think that. Mhm. And I simply want to rule. I still want that ruled out. I want DEA ruled out. Because if she's not that person, let's just get, you know, move on to other possibilities. Mhm. It might be old to some, and if it is, click off my channel and go watch somebody else. Because it never gets old to me until the mystery is solved. It's a story that I started telling, and it was abruptly interrupted numerous times. So it's a story that is unfinished. And I still want to tell the story. Also, let me just say something else. If there's anyone out there, this is just a general PSA announcement. And no, I'm serious. And this doesn't have to do with information about anyone else but about me. Okay. If there is anyone that is aware of any person or persons and they know that or have been privy to know any plans to do anything or bring any harm to me, and you don't make that known to the authorities in advance, then you're going to be part of it as far as I'm concerned. So leave any threats, any hints, emails, and all that. Keep all that to yourself. Or if you know something, do something about it. I'm saying if you really know something, then take action. Okay? I didn't want there to be any misunderstanding about what I just said. We are live right now on Facebook and right here on YouTube. Unsolved. Yes, it is. Unsolved mysteries. All right. So let's get into this one. Let's see. Did I save that? Yeah. Just the sound of the clock ticking. Till I find, let's see. All right, so I was trying to bring it up. It was slow. To... All right, so I have it now. So let me go back to part 57, just real quick. At the end of it, remember that Elise was told and warned by Caleb that the secret is not meant to be taken, but that it was too late to turn back now. So she took a deep breath and she stepped forward. The mist, remember, it was a black mist, it swirled around her. And as soon as she crossed the threshold, the world around her vanished into darkness. The trial had begun. Part 58. The corridor of shadow. shadows. Turn this down a bit. I begin. Elise stepped into the black mist, and the world around her dissolved into darkness. The stone walls of the temple vanished, replaced by an eerie silence. Even the floor beneath her feet felt uncertain, like walking on air. A whisper curled through the mist. Face the truth or be lost forever. Suddenly, the darkness shifted. Shapes emerged, ghostly figures cloaked in shadow. They flickered like candle flames, moving toward her with slow, deliberate steps. Their faces were familiar. Elise's breath caught. It was her grandmother, Eleanor, and beside her, Caleb, except their eyes were empty, their expressions frozen in solemn stillness. They left you behind, the whispers taunted. They knew the cost, but they sent you anyway. Elise shook her head. No, that's not true. But doubt crept in. Had Eleanor known this would happen? Had Caleb led her into a trap? The figures moved closer. Elise felt a cold, invisible force tighten around her chest, making it harder to breathe. If she gave in to the fear, she would never leave. She squeezed her eyes shut, focusing on what she did not know. And what she did know. Eleanor sent me here for a reason. Caleb warned me, but he didn't stop me. The truth is worth the risk. With a surge of determination, she lifted her chin. You're not real. The shadows hesitated. You're not real, Elise shouted, her voice echoing through the void. The figures flickered, then shattered into mist, dissolving into the darkness. The air grew lighter. The pressure in her chest vanished. And just like that, the corridor was gone. In its place stood a massive stone door, carved with symbols that pulsed faintly beneath her fingertips. It swung open, revealing the next part of the trial. Part 59, The Guardian's Choice. Elise stepped through the stone doorway and into a vast underground chamber. The walls shimmered with veins of gold glowing faintly under the torchlight. At the far end of the room stood a pedestal, and on it, a second chest. But this one was different. It was made of obsidian, its surface smooth as glass. Symbols danced along its edges, shifting as if alive. Elise took a cautious step forward. Then a voice echoed through the chamber. You have passed the first test, but the final choice remains. A figure emerged from the shadows, not a hooded cultist, not a ghostly illusion, but a woman. She was tall, regal, with piercing silver eyes and hair woven into intricate braids. She wore a robe embroidered with symbols Elise had only seen in her grandmother's journal. Elise's pulse quickened. The woman smiled. You do not know me, but I know you, Elise. She stepped closer, placing a hand on the obsidian chest. I am the guardian of the secret. Elise swallowed. What's inside? The guardian tilted her head. The truth your grandmother sought, the treasure that costs many their lives. But once it is open, there is no undoing it. She gestured toward two doors on either side of the chamber. One door leads back to your world, untouched by what you have seen. The other leads forward to the secret and everything that comes with it. Elise's heart pounded. The choice was hers. Did she leave? Or did she open the chest? To be continued. Someone wrote, was it in an email? No, this one was a comment below, I believe it was last night. They think that Elise will be the only one to survive and pass this test. We'll see. You never know how this story will go until you read through it, right? You let your imagination take you to a place where you think and how it should end. Sometimes when people read books, right, or mysteries, are you the type that want to, go to the end, see how, like skip the chapters? Well, Elise, she's got to go through these trials. And she's passed the first, we'll call it, test. I wonder how many more. And how much more difficult each one remains. Yeah. There's other things that might be interesting to talk about. It's what, 11:19? Maybe for a few minutes. Hang on. All right, so I'm back. All right, let's bring this. Hi, sorry for the long delay, but sometimes I take a music break or two. I was actually trying to get onto my Facebook page. I know it's live right now, and I'm on that page. Uh, yeah, because I wanted to see who might be over there. Hey, Facebook, I see you over there. Thanks for hanging out with me. So let me come out and read some of your comments if there are any. Yeah, thanks for everyone for your support. I said I wouldn't be long, although it's almost 11:30. Okay, I never know how it's gonna go. Right? I didn't even check my mail. Let's see. We're good. Sometimes, uh, and it seems to be well into the night. You know, it could be from someone who is, different time zones, right? By the time that they send their email. But I would say I receive a fair amount, either like, what I call a fair amount is at least a few. Used to on a much regular basis um, after the programming. And definitely late at night. Um, like 1, 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. Yeah, people will, whoever they are, will drop me a line. So I appreciate that. I do. And eventually I read the email. I get around to it. So, yeah. Great live story time. Good night. Yeah, it's that time to say good night. It is just about 11:30. Okay. Maybe I'll see. You know, it's. I told you guys it's day by day, and that's how I take it. And someone said, "Move in silence." I think I have. for the most part. Yeah, yeah. And I said that, when it's appropriate, I'll give you any updates on what's going on. But for now, for those of you who missed it, I am still in the process of going back, not to the first step, but to the very important step of getting Daniel Robertson served the summons from the judge and the complaint that I've offered to the court. Mhm. Thank you, baby Juju. Your decision, how you move and when. Yeah. How and when you move. And to move. Yeah. Oh, it's that time. It's 11:30. Biggest bear hugs go out to each and every one of the grizzlies, the honey bears. But now it's time to say goodnight. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm Teddy. Good